That should be good. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not, it doesn't fucking matter. Because at the end of the day, the game gets very toxic, and there's people who just feel entitled to everything. I was even bitching about that one Dwight who just kept popping the generator, you know? And it's like, it is what it is. Forget them jorkers. I know, always. Yeah. Oh yeah. Again. That's the only issue. That's why whenever anyone's like, "Oh, should I get into this?" I'm like, just so you know,
Hello,
it's hella toxic.
I was hoping to get a minute of your
Hella
time.
toxic.
See,
this is the only game I know people will literally go to find you wherever you are and talk shit. The amount of people have had messaged me on PlayStation directly just to talk
Whoa, easy now. I ain't looking for a
to say some shit to me is crazy. All right, so we gotta go.
Gotham's corruption is at its strongest, but unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe.
Anyways,
in
let's
I offer you
let's play some relaxing Batman, because no one in the Batman community came in here and was toxic as hell with me. Wait, does that guy think that since Batman beat them up, they can beat him up because that's the only way they're allowed to do it? Or I wonder if he feels that way. It's a COD X like message for PC, yeah. Now I knew me putting my name out or my Twitch name on that would possibly cause this. I had a feeling. That's why I knew someone would come in and say that, and I was like, this is gonna be such a good clip. It's gonna be such a good clip. Me and the community aren't meme, we just insane. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just, like I said, I always find it so funny. Can I not get around? Do I have to? I guess I'll do this. I thought I'd be able to. Oh, I heard the gunshot. I remember that's the one you have to do for it. Yeah, I expect when I start playing more of the event tomorrow and that happens. Because the thing is, you could do everything right too in Dead by Daylight, and you'll still get a motherfucker saying you did something wrong. It's also kind of why I don't play competitive games on stream, because I just feel like it's either I'm gonna look like I suck at the game, or I'm gonna bitch about other people, or people will come in here and say their shit as well. And I am not trying to deal with all that. Oops. Reef yourself in the ass, pretty much.
They say money makes the world go round, but it also makes excellent shackles. You're tied to your job, your mortgage, your need to buy the next shiny thing your overpriced television seduces you. Imagine what we could accomplish if only someone would set us free.
My taco knife was awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, and the other thing too with that shit is that I feel like even if I were saving everyone and then there was no generators done, I bet he would have came in here and been like, why did you work on generators? Why wasn't there any generators done? You were running around helping people. Well, you didn't do any generators? 2 other people were helping people. And you're like, oh my god, there we go. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. So,
I've planted 3.
I know, I heard you. So, anyways, yeah. Exactly, bro. 2019-21 COD and 4 hours. Cold slurs every other day, especially the targeting and jumping because I was a girl. That's why I dropped online gaming. Oh, Lolly, it's been a problem probably since 2010 at least. I mean, if there was ever a girl in the lobby with a mic man, everyone would go nuts. And don't get me wrong, I was 14 and I did that shit as well. I was a piece of shit. Yeah. Oh, we can't. Yes, give me that. Alright, what is this? Is this the gunshot? Yeah. Well, let's do this since we're right here.
I don't know, man. I think we should seriously consider skipping town. What? Why?
God, I wish I would be able to wear different costumes like this. Rather than not having to do this at the end.
gotta get in there.
I'd spam girl guy in real life chat back then. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like I was also a proud of the problem when it came when I was younger with online communities. I feel like a lot of people were just because they didn't realize, you know, how bad some shit can be, you know. Oh, what?
Going downtown.
Why do people do it? I want to have your 14 speed up. What's up? What was up with that? I think it was Batman's a good ass game. Yes, sir, Leon. Yes, sir.
We'll tear you.
How do I say this? It was like one of those things where, like, it's kind of like when you first get access to the internet. It's like you're able to basically say whatever you want to say, and there's no consequences. It's kind of like when you go to, like, hang out with your friend for the first time with no parents around, and you say fuck. You know, it's like you're like, ooh, I'm being bad. You know, it's like a taboo thing.
The police know the victim fell from a nearby building.
And then,
There's not much else in
on
the
top of that,
file.
it was also like
His identity might shed some light on
back
things.
then, because I forgot how old you are. I know you're a bit younger than me, but like back then, girls didn't
Brian
play
Murphy,
video
an
games.
account
It was like
manager
really
at the Gotham
weird for a
Merchants
girl to
Bank.
be
Cause
playing a
of
video
death,
game, especially something like Call of
internal
Duty.
injuries sustained on impact.
I'm 15. Yeah,
Now
so
I know what happened.
like,
Time to find out how and why.
and so it's like one of those things where being a non would bolster your actions with real stupid. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. It's like, so you had that. Oh, do I have to still scan stuff now? So it was like you had that. Oh, here we go. Didn't scan it. Yeah. Yeah, but I remember my first time I got to play online video games. I played Modern Warfare 2. That was my first online access to video games. And my first experience was a guy messaging my PlayStation account and telling me to off myself.
The railing here is broken.
I literally
Was it an
kept
accident,
on.
Or was he pushed?
I held on to that message for a long time because I was so bothered. I was like, why would someone say that to me? But then as you got, you know, through it and played more games, you'd be like,
Two sets of footprints means the
okay,
victim
I
wasn't
see. This is
alone.
just what people
The
do.
scattered paperwork
Now, is it
suggests he
correct?
had a
No,
briefcase.
but like,
I need to find that.
I mean, I bet there's some people who probably have some of the worst Xbox Live messages, dude. I bet there's some recorded messages that are just fucking atrocious. So, is it right here?
Interesting. There are two sets of fingerprints here. One belongs
Yeah,
to the victim,
I don't know, man.
The other to Robert Haynes.
I also think it was just one of those things where, like, I mean, maybe it was just some my mindset, but I feel like whenever there was a girl in the chat, I felt like everyone didn't know how to handle a girl in a boy's space, and because that everyone would freak out. If Poison if Poison offered you some, would you do it even if you get Poison Ivy? Bro, Cole, I made a joke about this the other day, and when I was playing Batman Arkham Knight, I was like, or no, it must have been Arkham Asylum, and I said, well, if you kiss her and she poisons you, what is it like if you put it in her? Does your dick melt off? I think people that report messages are soft. Oh, I agree. 100%. I try not to, like, ban or block or mute anyone unless I absolutely have to, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's just what do you call it? It's just online banter. But again, when it gets to the point where it gets disrespectful is when I sit there and go, all right, well, now I gotta handle it. Alright. Yeah. I got worried for someone. I hope their grandma goes to hell. Yeah. There's some more shit. Alright, let's go get this tower. Yeah. Even that guy who came in and started bitching about me and how I played my Dead by Daylight round right there. I could have muted him and blocked him and I wouldn't have been able to hear anything of his, but like, again, I think some banter like that is helpful. Because at the end of the day, who the fuck cares? If he didn't like how I played that game, what's it gonna do? Is it gonna change anything material-wise in his life? Nah. He's just gonna sit there, feel good that he bitched, then move on. It's all controversy. At least that's how I look at it. But when it becomes harassment or hurtful, that's when I feel like I gotta step in. One thing I give you is dumbest that support the Orange Man. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I had a guy come in and he was like, he went on and he's like, oh, we know who this guy voted for. And I'm just like, okay. So either that means you recognize I look like someone who is not an asshole or racist or transphobic, or you're dumb as bricks. And oh, that's right, we can't do this one because I don't have the glue shit. All right, never mind. What a waste of time, dummy. Let's see if I can. Oh wait, we can just fast travel this, can't we? Yes, yes we can. Oh, I love how there's no sound. That's cool. That's weird. Again, most people in here probably know what my my politics are when it comes to all this stuff. I'm always down to debate politics and stuff like that. I'm always willing to talk about it because I feel like we can always come to some sort of agreement or understanding. Or there's a misunderstanding on one side or the other. Charlie's been pretty quiet. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. He's been very quiet. Oh, why is my controller disconnected? But like my whole thing is just like I'm at a point when it comes to politics that I'm just like, you know, live your life the way you want to, as long as it doesn't harm other people. Go nuts. I don't care. That's all I can really say. I should try to do this. So. Not everyone's gonna agree on everything. Big crypto giant. Dude, that's it's something that's so fucking goofy. Couple of my reels that went really big on Instagram and TikTok, people kept comparing me to looking like Charlie Kirk, and I was like, what the fuck is this coming from? It was crazy. It was not except one.
Go on.
Yeah, Bob writes in for the flying spaghetti monster. Jesus.
We gotta shut him down. Get on over.
Alright, I got you.
You wanna know what I'm selling? And if you don't, too bad. You can't shut me off any more than you can the billboards or the branding on your clothes.
Can we? Yeah. 400 glide bastard. Looking for a decent free game on Switch. Playing tired. I'm tired of Batman Arkham Knight. Free? Ah, damn. Free is gonna be hard. Well, Fortnite's is free. I don't know what is really offered for free on something like that, unfortunately. You don't look like him at all, though. I agree. That's why whenever they said that, I was like, what? I wonder if you go on my latest or if you were to go on my Instagram and like look at my first pinned reel, you'll be able to find the comments. It's the same meme too. It's not like they switch it up. Someone said Kirk with long hair or some shit like that, and I was like, what? Annika was right what he's talking about, just went about it the wrong way. Oh, yeah. Check out the game sales site that I show you some free games. Yeah, Kenneth, I'm dead broke at the moment. No, I get you, Kenneth. I'm just trying to think what's free on there. I guess you're gonna have to do some scoping out of that on your own, because I don't know what's really free on Switch like that. And unfortunately, God, just like the fucking GTA bullshit, Nintendo is so stingy with how expensive their games are. There's just certain games I haven't played of theirs because of how fucking expensive it is. Unfortunately. You don't have a whole. That's true. That's true. I'm actually whole myself, you know.
Buy this. Need.
Nice. Trying not to break my streak if I can help it. Nice, that was perfect. What a perfect free flow that was. Release time Mario Odyssey is still 60. That's my point. That is my point. That's why it sucks. It's like I wish I could help people out with more free games and shit like that. My only other thought would be that if there's any way you can scrounge up some cash, Kenneth. Actually, you know what? What? You're telling me this on Pride Month? Good morning? My safe house got corrupted a few times, so I'm taking a break from Batman at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks. That really is a fucking bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know. What's up, Arkham Batman? Welcome in. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I would say the other thing is you can try to, like, I know GameStop does a lot of buy one, get one free shit at, for the, or the pre-owned stuff.
Dish, probably
You
on a
could.
rooftop.
Again, depending on how much, if you could get any money. There's also a website, I probably should put the link in. I'm not, like, sponsored by them. But there's a website called Forthright Survey that will send you surveys, and if you can do them completely, it will give you a certain amount of money. And then if you can't do it, it'll still give you, like, every 3 you don't qualify for, it'll give you $2 as well. It's pretty cool. Also, this guy, I don't know if he's still here. It looks like he's gone. Just randomly came in and called me queer and then moved on. What? Why? What the fuck? Fucking loser. Jesus. You do that bitch about Prime Month being a month longer, goobers. Dude, everyone wants to bitch about everything. It's like, it's even the people who, like, make fun of mental health month, and it's just, I don't know, there's just so much hate and vitriol around me, and I'm so tired of it. Oh, I was gonna say, why am I not moving? I'm very sick of it. My GameStop's closed? No!
Romeo, what's your 20?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
balcony
Fuck.
for a smoke with a
Why you call him? I don't know.
Those
I don't
men on
know.
the balcony. That could be my way.
See, but shit like that, I'll block. I'll block that person immediately. That is unnecessary. I don't care if we say gay jokes or anything like that, but if you're just gonna come here and say some hateful shit like that, you have no place here. Go be a piece of shit somewhere else. Again, my whole thing is I just want people to be respectful. We might have different opinions and shit, but at least if we can be respectful to each other, it's fine.
I can make the IDs, but you sure it's gonna work? I've got the account numbers and passwords.
Oh, thanks. There we go. I guess the other thing is, I don't know, Kenneth, if you have a Mega Media Exchange, there's also a Best Buy. Man, Best Buy's not the best for pre-owned games either. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, Kenneth. I have no idea I don't know what to tell you for a free game. Because like I said, Switch is so bad about that. I got called gay for thinking Nightwing's hot. Oh my god. See, that's the thing that's so weird too. It's like the whole thing, you're like, oh, you can't think men are attractive unless you're gay. And it's like, nah, dog, there's just some beautiful people, man. I don't know what to tell you. Local game shop? Yeah, that would be my thought too. I just don't, like, the thing is, it's like, if you literally said any other system, I could help you out, but like, man, Switch is the one that I just don't know what is on there. I mean, because I feel like all the free games on there are like shit, as much as I hate to say it. I mean, you could play some of the gacha games. I think, what's that one game? Genshin Impact's on there, but I don't know if you like those games or not. Wuthering Waves or whatever it was called. Is that the other one? I don't wash my junk because that's gay. Jeez, brother. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I hate the Manosphere shit. I hate that shit. I just do not subscribe to any of that bullshit. After playing this for a couple hours, do you like the gameplay now or so it feels off to you? No, the gameplay feels fine. I mean, to give you a better explanation, when I first played this after playing Arkham City, it felt weird. Now, I don't know if they patched it or what updates they did since it first released, because I played this within the first week it came out and beat it and everything. Because that's just who I was back then. And so, but when I played this a couple years ago, it felt about the same. So, I think it's fine. GTA 6, dude, don't even get me started on GTA 6.
We gotta fight!
Don't even get me started on that shit.
You're gonna fight all of us?
Oh, I gotta check. What are my challenges? Okay, knocked out at least 2 enemies with explosive gel. Okay.
Liberty!
What's the
We ain't living
how do
like this no
I?
more.
What's the? Oh, is that not in this? No, there it is, right? How do I?
I like being free.
Can I? Is there a way I can just do it like this? Oh my god, he doesn't want to put it on the ground. That's crazy. I play Rhythm Wave. Is that terrible and it isn't nickel and dime kind of game? What do you mean? Becoming the most alpha male you can be is what life's all about. You have to looks max so you can that you can become a true Adam? You mean a true Chad? I interviewed for today. Oh, okay. I'm not the biggest Switch fan. I'm getting PS5 as soon as I start working if I get this job. Well, Kenneth, good luck to you. I hope you nailed that interview and I hope you get the job. I'm excited that will be hopefully a thing. Working sucks, but not having money sucks even more. Yeah, man. All right. The GTA 6 stuff is really bothersome. It's really bothersome. I had someone in my chat. He's not in it today. His name's Kurt, and he's glazing GTA 6. And man, them announcing that today it's going to be $80 for the base game. Base game. I'm seeing quotation marks because now if you pay for the $100, you get the stuff that's supposed to be in the game. And then on top of that, it says it's only a single player experience. So that either means GTA Online is going to be its separate own thing that you either have to pay a subscription for or it's going to be released separately. I don't know. Or because I would also assume that the way they're pricing this as well is to try to string out as much money from the console players, because as soon as it comes to PC, all those things that you couldn't add will be modded into there, you know? So it's just one of those things I'm very sad about, because I think it's going to not only allow video games to be sold without a physical disc, because that's also the thing GTA 6 is doing, but it's also going to make it so games can now be sold at 60 and then do this bullshit where they're going to do upping the deluxe or ultimate or whatever. Well, I'm disappointed. Latrell, you got to shut the fuck up sometimes, dude. Figure it out. Figure it out. I'm not fucking around, dude. Figure it out. Mature a little bit. No, I think the true Adam is the most top tier though. The chat is second. Is it? Oh no, so I keep being up on the keeping up on the Dark Knight system. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just trying to remember how I
We got the numbers. He's another one. We work this out.
just in time. Yeah. But yeah, so the whole thing with GTA 6, I think it's going to really fuck up the industry. I think it's going to be a real problem for the industry. AI is already hurting the fuck out of hardware for us. Now GTA 6 and Nintendo Switch, sorry, Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch is fucking up prices. It's bad. It's really bad. Even the other day, someone came up to me and was telling me about how I should start playing more retro games. And it was just funny how I was just like, I said how I was playing these games again. And it seems like, I don't know, it seems like whenever I play these older games, a lot more people like to tune in and hang out more than when I play new games. So, I'm just not someone who plays a lot. I just don't replay a lot of old games. So it's like, it's a really weird spot for me to be in, unfortunately. But it's fine. It's fine. What do you do? Unreal Engine 6 will have AI through and through. Yeah. Oh, it opened on top. I thought I had to throw it before it. God damn it. Makes me feel old. I don't know how I feel about you calling the Arkham games retro. I only call them retro because they've been PS3 and Xbox 360 generation have now been deemed retro games. We're almost 3 generations past them, you know? I mean, what? When did the PS4 came out in what? 2012, 2013? Old games, especially Puppet Combo's Death, where it's at. That's where you get a lot of clips and engagement. Yeah, not saying you're wrong. No, I'm not. I know. I wasn't trying to say that you were. I was just saying that. I agree. I think it's a really weird thing to feel where it's like, you know, these games came out when we were kids, and to think that now they're considered. The worst part is, like, granted, I do have, you know, higher res graphics on this, but like this game, even fucking Arkham Knight still looks good. Even being a 12-year or 11-year-old game, it still looks fantastic. And you're telling me in 11 years, the best we've been able to do is something like that, you know? Maybe I can finish Dead Island 2. God, if I were to replay Dead Island 2, I would start from the beginning. I don't know if people give a fuck about that game, though. I don't know how many people really like that. I thought it was fine, but I don't know. It's just funny to me. Oh, I get it. I get it. I made sure it's Steak Burrito Snack. Fuck yeah, I think it started with Take-Two Interactive. They did a triple tiered package for WWE 2K. Oh my god. No, it's definitely a 2K or sorry, Take-Two Interactive thing. They're gonna monetize the fuck out of GTA 6. Again, it's just one of those things. I'm just very bummed. It's just, I think this thing that bums me out the most, it makes me feel old, is just how so many things that I grew up with have been just enshittified. There's just so much enshittification. Love Dead Island, didn't like Dead Island 2. Yeah, Dead Island 1 and Dead Island Riptide I thought were fine. Dead Island 2 I just felt like was trying too much. I don't know. Arkham Knight was ahead of its time as far as graphics go. But my whole point though is that we can achieve those graphics 10 plus years ago. Hell, we're almost 10 plus years from Red Dead Redemption 2 and look at those graphics. Or God of War Ragnarok. We're almost 10 years from that one. Spider-Man, all of that. It's like, I just don't feel like we've made any crazy graphical leaps within the last few years with any games, you know? Maybe that's just me, but... So... I don't know. I grew up on Sega Genesis, the original Nintendo. See, I grew up on N64, but my first console I owned was a GameCube. There's GameCube and Game Boy were my first two, like, gaming stuff I guess I ever owned. Gets real good with the multiplayer. Look at the video with PS3 mods with that. This world looks insane. Oh shit. I know, God looks nowhere as good as Arkham Knight. I know, but I'm trying. My point though is it doesn't look like shit though. I'm not saying that a stylized game like Arkham Knight or even Red Dead Redemption 2 are like where the standard for graphics are. They did push, but like you look at Arkham Knight and then you you look at Gotham Knights, and then you look at something, and then you look at like the original Bully, you know, as an example, or like the first God of War. There's clearly a graphical change. Now you look at Gotham Knights and you look at what would be a game that recently came out, like you look like Pragmata or something like that. I don't think there's that crazy of a graphical jump from like a PS2 to PS3 or PS3 to PS4. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even to PS5. I think like I just don't think graphics have gone that insane. You know? I mean, maybe GTA 6 will be that way, but remember, their last GTA game was 2 console generations ago.
It's getting on my nerves.
Really? I felt like God of War came out yesterday. Well, the first God of War came out in like 2007? It was a PS3 game. No. Is it PS2? Oh, fuck. God of War 1 release date. Oh, 2005. Okay, I was a couple years off. So the first God of War, not the 2018 Norse one, the first God of War came out in 2005 on PS2. And then you look at, you know, but like, I think it does. The running animation looks like it's from a PS3 game. Yeah, you're talking about animation. I'm not talking about animations. I'm talking about graphics. I'm talking about how it looks. The thing I think you, like, looking at this game right now, I think the only difference between this and Arkham Knight is that obviously you have more detail on like the environment and stuff like that. And even like, and if you want to go with the animation, sure, obviously the animation is going to change, but just because of what the hardware it's running on. But overall, it's like you still have the same dudes laying on the ground with, you know, all this stuff flying around, and I'm still looking at Batman's back, you know. So, again, the new James Bond looked great, but graphically it looked like it would have come out a few years ago. Exactly, I agree. I didn't like the graphics in Gotham Knights. That's fine. I don't see much of a difference in graphics in newer games, honestly. Yeah, exactly my point. I'm just, like I said, my point though is, it's again, it's not like you played God of War 1 and then you went to God of War Ragnarok within one generation console, you know? It's like, you know, even God of War Ragnarok compared to God of War 2018, the graphics didn't change that much. Or like Dark Souls 3 to Elden Ring. It's like, yeah, it looks a bit better, but again, Dark Souls 3, you can mod it and it'll play just like Elden Ring. And you can make it look like Elden Ring, you know? So, I think it's 2. What? Well, at some point we're going to hit a point of diminished returns on graphics. I think we're already there. I think the only thing you can do to up with graphic fidelity is either being able to add more like interaction with the world. Kind of like how Battlefield Bad Company 2. You know, Battlefield Bad Company 2, you could destroy the buildings and stuff. I feel like when you could do a little bit more interaction with stuff like that, but to the smaller degree, like paper or trash or whatever, or like if someone kicks you into the wall, it cracks the wall, you know? Even Gears of War looks good now. OG. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you also got, the other thing too is that like, games nowadays are more stylized as well. So with that also being said, those stylized games last longer, or at least don't age as bad because they're in that, they have a very specific style of art that's made it timeless. God, what was I was reading something the other day where they were talking about some video game that, oh man,
Well,
I don't remember. I would have to find that out. I don't remember what they called it. God, it was just talking about something. It was some video game, and how it was like one thing was trying to be realistic, but the other looked like it was stylized and looked better, even though the one was like 20 years old or whatever compared to the other one. God, I don't remember what it was called now. It's fucking me up. I don't know. The other issue with graphics though is that I don't know how many people at the end of the day care about graphics, knowing that you're going to forget about how they look after you start playing the game. You might get some oohs and ahs every now and then, but overall it's like, it just becomes, it's kind of like when you walk into a room that smells bad, your brain kind of starts to forget what it smells like because you've been in it for so long. That's how I feel graphics are. You go, wow, ooh, this looks amazing, and then after 20 minutes of it, you're just like, all right, this is what it is, because you're now used to the environment you're in.
How pedestrian. Try and put some effort into it at least.
I don't know, just my thought. Just my thought.
Another day, another door. They're just no match for you. You're cheating, aren't you? You're getting help from someone. But who? Who's smart enough to outsmart me?
No one's helping me, Enigma. Did you ever consider maybe you're not as clever as you think?
Says the man who seems to have mistaken Christmas.
I think Spider-Man
for
2 stands out
Halloween.
graphically. In what way, though?
In case you haven't noticed, I've got the
Stop
entire city under
cheating.
surveillance.
God,
Y'all
not this time.
dirty little
Not
sneak
this time. I used to when I was younger have to, because I just didn't know how to do it.
secrets.
But now I
And
don't.
did it all on your watch. Oh, great guardian of Gotham. So,
I mean, the thing is, but even with Spider-Man 2, I mean,
I'm
even the
taking
Spider-Man
the
games,
network
I don't think
down.
any of them look different
Spoken
between
like a
each
true
other.
Neanderthal.
At least not
Well,
so
you
much. I mean, maybe I have to
certainly
replay them and really pay attention. But I just don't see Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 1 having any crazy difference in graphic fidelity to the point where I go, oh my god, wow, what an upgrade, you know? I mean, for me, it was kind of like one of those things where when I went and played the God of War, this is years ago, probably 10 years ago at this point, I played all the God of Wars, and then I played God of War 3 and Ascension. So I first started with Ascension, God of War Ascension, which was a PS3 game at the time. Or was it PS4? Whatever. It was the last one that came out before 2018. Then I went back to 1, because Ascension's the prequel, went to 1, and that was a crazy, like, backward shift. Played that, then I played 2, and then you get to 3, and it's like a crazy difference. But I was let down by Spider-Man 2. It only took me 36 hours or 100%. The first one took over 100. God, I don't know if that's crazy long. Yo, what's up, Mr. Plant? How ya be? How ya be? We're talking about video games and graphics right now. Damn, I do have to upgrade. Let's just keep going with this. Yeah, so again, I'm not saying the games don't look better than the previous one. I just don't think there's enough. Because the others you gotta realize, video games, when they are made, especially like Spider-Man, and this is the issue that we have with the console thing is, games are made, especially exclusives, are made with the mind that they can play on the previous generation as well as the current generation, because they're trying to maximize how many people can play, especially around like 2020 when PS5 came out. There's a reason they had that whole bullshit with the $10 upgrade thing and all that stuff, because they had it originally made for PS4, and then they gave you a graphical upgrade for $10 or whatever it was for the PS5 version. But it had to be as graphical, it had to be in a spot where it had to be able to be playable on previous generation. Even now, I bet most games that we have right now for PS5 aren't using the PS5 to its full potential. Hell yeah, hot take. New Lego Batman's easy top 3 Batman games. I'm not playing it. I don't give a shit. I won't play Lego games. I think the Wolverine game looks pretty clean. No, it looks good. But again, Wolverine also doesn't look that much different to me than Spider-Man. And that Spider-Man came out, what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago now at this point? Yeah, it had to be 4 years ago, because that's when Elden Ring won and fucking scooped the whole game show, or Game Awards. Detroit Becoming Human still looks amazing. Yeah, again, that's another one where I say, I would sit there and say that's because of it being a very stylized game. Wasn't there one I had to take some guy out with the, no, not the air drills. Lead me to a takedown. So if I were to go, dang, they don't care about it at all? Damn. I think we reached a point, this point where polish and graphics are really impacting AAA games, and we're going to get longer dev cycles. Shit's going to be $80 now. Thanks, Rockstar. No, do not thank Rockstar. Thank Nintendo. Nintendo was the first one with $80, not Rockstar. Rockstar is going to be the one who's going to push games to $100 with that fucking locked shit for the Ultimate Edition. The only thing I'd say are games have an actual graphic jump between each is probably Tomb Raider, but some of the early ones do look similar. I can care less about graphics as long as the game is good. That's what matters. No, Nicole, and that's the point I'm trying to get to, is that graphics don't mean fucking shit, because as soon as you start playing it, you're just gonna forget about it. You're gonna sit there and you'll be like, "Ooh, that looks cool," and then move on. At this point, it's going to be a detail thing. I think the new Wolverine looks pretty detailed, like hair and skin texture. Yeah, but my whole thing is, it's like, I'm not here to see skin texture or look at hairs on his arms. I'm here to see what kind of detail they're putting into the action I'm doing. Because it's like, even with Red Dead Redemption 2, they had so much detail and weird little Easter eggs. I don't even know if they're Easter eggs, but just like little tidbitty things that you can do. And it was like, that's cool, but I will never do that. But there's going to be people out there who will make a post saying, look, if you do this thing during a cutscene, you'll blah, 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 blah. And you're like, oh, I never would have done that, because who does that? I said over graphics, 100%, 100%. Also, 6 shirt, man, I love Bloodborne. Yeah, this is my, This is my Fear the Old Blood. It says on the back, Fear the Old Blood on it. I love this shirt. It's one of my few Dark or FromSoft shirts. I love Requiem graphics, but after a while, I'm just enjoying the game for other things. Yeah, that's my whole point. Yeah, even Requiem looks amazing. It looks awesome. You know? But, like, again, I would say it probably looks better because they're using a different engine than, like, RE4, 3, and 2 that came up previously, the remakes. But again, at the same time, it's like, is it that much of a graphical jump? You know? Calling it a night. Have a good one, brother. You too, Regine. I'm going to be calling it probably next 15 minutes. So, or the only thing jumping is more advanced character customization, especially for POC characters or features. Yeah, that's also fair. I just think RE Reckon's game of the year right now. I don't know. I don't know, because the only thing that really bothered me with that game was how do I say this? I thought RE Requiem was pretty good up until it felt like it was all nostalgia bait.
Holy crap, it's that bat thing!
There's just been a really great example of art style really pushing the pretty graphics into something just... Yes, I agree. Player Obscure looked amazing. It was $40, and it looked amazing, and it was a fantastic story, gameplay, all that.
To hell with you!
My whole thing... See...
Don't hurt me. I get in trouble.
God. But it's like, oh, another good example is look at Crimson Desert came out. Crimson Desert is another one of those games. Looks good, but there's so many small little tiddly things in it that it's just like, I don't care about all that stuff. I don't care to deal with all that. I just don't care. You know? We don't need to care about it. I thought best part of the game was the long Leon segment. The thing is, though, Cole, you'll probably figure this out sooner or later, but I hate nostalgia bait. Nostalgia bait bothers me so bad. And that whole part where you're back in Raccoon City with Leon, and there's that, I'm gonna have to spoil it because the game still is fresh, but there's that person that you see again for that, is just like, I just thought it was like, man, what a fucking nostalgia bait area. I just not think it was necessary to do all that. Especially having that kind of guy there as well. But again, my whole opinion. Also, when I start streaming, I'm gonna suffer through Lego Batman with me. Is it multiplayer? If it's okay, so that might be the only other way I'll play it. If there's a co-op thing we can do with it, I will gladly do that. I told my community, I said the only way I'll play Lego Batman is if someone buys it for me, because either someone crazy enough will get it for me, and then I'll have to play it on stream, or it'll deter everyone from having me play it. One of the two will happen. Actually, it's coming back for Daredevil season 3. Interesting. I'll be very curious to see how that goes. It's all callbacks and references. Yeah. Well, okay, but that's a bit different. That game it was marketed to be that. Now, do I hate it? Yes, 100%. It's bullshit. I hate nostalgia. But that game was the whole idea. It's literally called The Legacy of the Dark Knight. So it's like it's marketed to be that. That one, I don't want to say I give it a pass, but it's one of those things where you know what you're getting into. When I played RE Requiem, I knew we were going back to Raccoon City. I didn't think we were going to go through fucking Raccoon City Police Department again. That was my thing when I talk about that. I'm just thinking nostalgia. I covered that on my YouTube channel where I'm talking about music and the music only. Yep. Trying to sound like useful to the game. I can understand like an actual flashback, like for a show PTSD, like they did in Last of Us 2. But other than that, it's like, all right, guys, we're dragging it. Oh, dude, now that I'm single, I've been able to jump back into video games. No, you're single? Oh, brother, I'm sorry to hear that. Fuck, dude. God, I feel like whenever I talk to you, you have some major life thing that happens, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, homie. Damn. I was not ready to know that. Fuck. Well, hopefully it's been good, though. I've been eating my backlog for breakfast.
I'm gonna turn you into paste!
Even though it was nostalgia debate, it was still awesome going back there and how Leon got emotional when we got there, that one alley there. but that like see, but the thing is, you could still just do just that part. You don't have to have him do the whole, like the whole segment there, and also have someone very much related to that part back again. You know, that's my whole thing. I just feel like it just feels like it's just a way for people to feel good and try to relive the old days. And it's just, I mean, it's the same thing like even now. It's like everywhere. If you guys, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but I feel like a lot of movies, or not even movie, a lot of franchises, a lot of the music that you walk around and see is all nostalgia bait. Alien's still going, Terminator's still going. Every single time you go into a department store, it's usually the top 40 from the 80s always playing, you know? Sometimes you get the top 40 from now, but usually that. And it's like, it's all just nostalgia bait for older people. Even some of the action heroes we are getting into our stuff is all older people from those generations. Hell, you still got Harrison Ford doing shit. So, yeah, man, that's my life. But when I have my own place, I'll definitely rise from the ashes. Oh, hell yeah, I know it's corny, but shoot. Hell yeah, be that Phoenix. I'm living with my brother, getting back on my feet. That's good, man. I'm happy to hear that. I like seeing all this stuff because this year I've gotten into RE, so it was nice for me. I mean, that's fair, and that's fine. It's just kind of one of those things where I just feel like, how do I say this properly? I played all the REs that were related to Requiem before I played it. So it was like I played 0, and then I played 1. Those two are together, makes sense. But then you have RE2. And RE3 that are also two separate things, but you still go through the same map. And then you go into RE9 and you're like, oh, we're back in fucking RPD again? Or RCPD again? Like, holy fuck. And then, again, that guest person shows up and you're like, oh my god, this is the same thing that happened in Resident Evil 2. What the fuck? It's the same thing. I don't know. I played 2 to 3 Remake 7. I played 2 through Remake 7 and 9. I've played 0 through 3, 4, 7, 8, and now 9. It's like if I wanted to play as, I just go back to that game. Again, I understand. I am just bitter because I played through 1 to 4. I wanted more clear story in the main games. That's fair. I just, like I said, my whole thing is it's just that I'm okay with doing callbacks or whatever. It's just one of those things where, like, when the main feeling is that you're not here to do anything other than to relish in what we already did that was really good before, I get frustrated with it. That's where I guess my opinion, my thought lies in it. It's the same thing even when the new Star Wars came out, Force Awakens. It was just a rehash of fucking A New Hope. It's like we couldn't move on and do a new thing. We were still doing the Skywalker bullshit. And it was like, oh, can we please move on? So, Ari's very campy and loves a callback, though, which is, again, fine. Callbacks are fine and also allows it to be cohesive. But when you're redoing pretty much the same thing you did 2 games, that you did in 2 other games, it gets really hard to sit there and be like, oh, here we go again. Like, it's just, yeah. What an amazing name. We can share merchandise. Fruit Batty's my girlfriend, Plant. Did you see they're remaking Code Veronica? I did, dude. That was the first announcement they did for Games Fest. Oh, on YouTube too? Hi, YouTube? Yes, I'm on YouTube as well. I started a new YouTube channel because my old one was my personal account that I used to watch stuff, and I was like, man, if it ever gets nuked or anything like that, I don't want to lose all my subscriptions I was doing, so I decided to try to build this one up. It's not that much. I only stream, and I've uploaded a couple VODs on there, but nothing crazy. We getting Batty in here. Can't wait to play Code Veronica for the first time. And if you're gonna call back, at least give me another perspective or a new scene that we didn't see before. Yeah, that's my whole thing.
Ah, yeah, baby.
Again, I think what I'm trying to explain is that. Oh, is that it? Wait, do I have to beat him up to interrogate?
Okay, I give up.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do. I thought I was gonna. It's like the Riddler where you beat him up and then
We had a deal.
gets knocked out and you're
He
fucked.
gave me the account numbers. I faked.
I kind of want to play OG3 now though. Yeah.
In exchange,
No, I guess
he gets
the way I'm
cut.
trying to explain with callbacks
call I
and
run
like
100
nostalgia
times,
bait is
but
that
then he starts to
when
get
a
nervous,
nostalgia
tries to
bait is
back
meant to
out.
be just
So
pure
you threw him
nostalgia
off a
and
roof.
not
I
like
couldn't
a
risk
proper way to
avoiding
do a
the bank
callback to make the
or go
story
to the
cohesive.
cops. I had to protect my
I think it's really stupid when people hate on people
How'd that
playing
work
the
out for
remakes when the
you?
old ones are not good. Dude, you can say they are, but tank controls and
Ouch.
camera are shit. Dude, I almost rage quit Resident Evil 1 and 0 because of those controls. I lost my mind. I'm glad you're killing it, brother. Keep it up. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, man, one of these days we'll talk, but like, I'll be honest, I've changed how I do my streaming now, and how I focus on my streaming. I've moved on from doing the whole support and getting all crazy with having to sit there and constantly watch other streamers and making connections. I've just focused on playing games and more focusing on my personality and hoping that it attracts the people who want to be here rather than having to sit there and make people feel like they're obligated to be here. So I've kind of moved on from that. So I've stopped doing all that like weird support and follow for follow shit months ago. It's been probably almost a year since I stopped. I just gave up on it. I just couldn't do it anymore. I can't sit and watch the same game being played by 18 different people who have no fucking personality just to tell the server I'm in that I supported them. It's so atrocious. And the thing is, it's like, I would love to make connections with people to be able to play like games like Mecha Chameleon or Peak or any of that stuff like I used to. But it's such a fucking hassle to sit and make connections with those people, or to try to find them to make connections with them. It's such a pain in the ass. Just do your thing. You got a good thing. I'm still here. Shit, it's almost been a year and a half now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even John, Mr. John Bitcherson himself joined the other day, and him and I were talking. But I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where it's just like, yeah, when I get my new place, we'll play Mecha Chameleon. I appreciate it. Like, the reason I subscribe is because you have personality, you don't just play to get subscribers. Yeah, I mean, I try not to. My whole thing when it comes to streaming, and I'm not trying to get into like this weird like philosophical bullshit that I normally do with streaming, but maybe I will. Fuck it. Whatever. When it comes to like, yeah, he and I are talking too. We need to get him back into streaming for his mental health. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be able to, man, with this setup though, unfortunately. Where is is it down there? No. Is it? Oh, it's right there. No, but when it comes to streaming and stuff like that, like, my goals when it comes to streaming is not just to sit here and hopefully make as much money as I can. My whole goal is that I can create a community, and hopefully I'll get enough people who like my stuff that I can get monetized by like YouTube and Twitch and TikTok, and not have to sit there and cater, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. I would like to be able to play what I play and have a community that wants to see it or talk about it or whatever. So, did you see? I did. I saw it this morning, dude. I'm very curious on how it's gonna be. I love y'all. Full home. I'm sorry for the future. We're gonna ball. Fuck yeah, dude. I appreciate the words, Mr. Plant. I appreciate it. It's always been a good time talking with you. Yeah, it's gonna be funny and maybe. Ah, fuck. It's all. Yeah, so yeah, I've seen your numbers. Keep it up. Keep going up, too. I'm hoping. I really am. Yeah, I don't know. Stupid homophobes are gonna bitch like they did when they made Penguin a girl. Yeah. Well, it's so funny, because even in this game, they're like, what was it? Even in this game, they're like, God, what was her name? The snake assassin girl, whatever. Oh, it says it's a man, but I see it's a woman though. And that's it. Moved on. No more. No more to worry. Now. Oh, I need the fucking. All right. Well, I can't do this one then. Copperhead. Yes, Copperhead is possibly trans or is it's just she's a woman in this. And they're like, it normally is a woman or a man, and you know, and it's like, and then they moved on. That was it. We're done. Move on. Hey, I seen it. Yeah. I appreciate you checking, man. yeah, no, like I said, when it comes to streaming, the thing I struggled with in streaming in the beginning was that everyone was like, oh, to get viewers, you got to support other streamers, and they'll come into your stream, and yada yada yada, and it's like, that's just not sustainable. I was losing my mind. I was burning out. I felt really sad when people would stop streaming and they stopped supporting me, and then I realized, oh, they're only supporting me because because they saw me as a stepping stone, not because they enjoyed my stuff. And so it was also one of the things that was really hard, is that I just saw so many people using AI art for their branding, and I really couldn't handle. I can't support people who can't even, or not even willing to try to support another artist. The guy Cover is also in this universe somewhere. Oh, is he really? I didn't know that, Cole. Rule 33 works when it works. Wait, Rule 33? I know about R34. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's just been my way I look at it and stuff like that. I don't know. Streaming stuff is just, it's a lot of fun, and I'm just really hoping I can get to a point where I don't have to worry about posting my link or having to sit there and constantly talk in these bullshit discords where no one wants to talk to each other. Everyone's just having small talk.
The police believe Penguin murdered
Arthur is really
Black
the best thing on
Mask,
this planet.
but why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up.
God.
This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis.
Do we know?
Something I can't do in the field.
I don't remember. See, this is where I struggle not knowing this stuff. So I assume
I can
this isn't
identify the female
actually
victim
Black
based on her
Mask, because we
fingerprints.
see him later in the
Tiffany
games.
Ambrose,
I
Roman
meant Rule
Sionis'
63 when you
girlfriend,
gender bend a
or
character
one
like
of the
Doc Ock and
police.
Spider
She was
Verse.
no
Oh,
angel,
I didn't know that was a
molested
rule.
priors.
I like to
Nothing
debate
indicate
superheroes
she
on
was the
Discord.
target here.
Okay, we can always do that.
The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be
I want to
someone
join
of
in on that
Penguin's
debate. Well,
height.
if you're in my
But
if
the
you're in my
grooves on the
Discord
floor suggest that the victim
plant,
was killed by
I have a
someone
new channel
leaning back
called
in a chair.
Master Debater. So that's the channel where people can go and just fucking
This
duke it
bullet
out.
was fired from a revolver.
I like shit. I think Nolan's Batman movies are
Ballistics
very
analysis
overrated.
indicates a low angle of
Ooh.
trajectory.
I
The shooter could have
am
been someone
not.
of Penguin's height.
I'm not. I don't think that's a hot take for me. I think that might be correct. To a degree. I think that's correct to a
The
degree.
pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the
I think they're
bullet was
overrated
actually
because the
fired
generation
by
that grew
someone
up with
lying on the
Batman and
ground.
Robin and then got that saw such a difference in quality that they love the Nolan movies. They're cool, but they're boring. I don't even know. I don't know
These
if I would consider
fingerprints
them
are a
boring.
match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire.
I just think
The
it's just
cops
one of
were
those things
right.
where I just think
Penguin was in the
he just
room.
could have gone one
These
step
prints prove
further
he was here
to
after the murders were
really
committed.
add it where it's like, wow, this is
If he
amazing.
didn't kill Black Mask,
This is the best thing ever.
who did?
Because Christopher Nolan knows how to make a
The only
movie.
thing
He's
I
a
know for
fucking
certain is
amazing
that
film
Tiffany's
director.
shooter was lying on the floor. But why?
Wait, who's past him? Who do you think passed him? You saying Heath Ledger is great, but he's not the best villain anymore. Who would you consider as past
These
him?
white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were two other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging
I tried
the
to hip
shooter.
thrust the other day, and it
Location
felt like
from
my
which the
lower
male
abdomen has been
victim was
bruised
shot
and
may
beaten
tell me
ever
more.
since. Oof. Anthony Starr's Homelander? I don't agree with that. I don't know if he's the best villain out there.
The DNA here doesn't
I would
belong
say
to
someone
either
even
of the
like
victims.
I think
Who's
Thanos
it?
was a better villain on screen than Heath Ledger
The fight
was.
broke out when someone startled the shooter.
I don't buy Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne at all.
It's not
I never
clear
have. He's my
who
least
won the
favorite
fight.
casting for Batman.
Could have been either one
Really?
of them.
Even worse than George Clooney?
I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter.
3 peaks in his TV and he had over like 30 hours to develop compared to a 2-hour movie. Okay, which is fine, but that's also not fair to say that because that means he got way more time to do that. But like, Heath Ledger spent hours and hours in his hotel room going over the lines and figuring out how to become the Joker.
Jacket.
George Clooney made me laugh. George Clooney, I mean, George Clooney, I felt like could have been a perfect Bruce Wayne, but not a good
There's one
Batman.
impact area I haven't checked for clues.
I mean, saying it's not fair doesn't matter. No, I'm not saying
This
that. I'm
DNA
just
is from
saying
the
that
female
I would
victim. The level of
sit there and
oxidation
have to
suggests
like,
it's been here for several days.
I don't know, cause
If I
I don't know.
review the evidence, I may be able to find out
if you're
what
gonna
she was
say
doing
that
when
he's
she
able
was
to
attacked.
develop his character more so he becomes better, then it's like it's really hard to sit there and be able to do that because he had one season, was able to be given critiques, and then he can make another season. If you gave Heath Ledger another movie, I feel like he probably would have been better. Or if you gave him 2 more movies, or 3 more movies, or 4 more movies, you know? I mean, it's kind of like how Iron Man became a better Iron Man over the course of the 7 movies he was in. Also, Kingpin's better? But I guess I don't know what, I just don't know what we're considering as the, I don't know what we're considering as the expectation, you know? I never leave home without my back credit card. Batman and Robin taught me. Dude, I want to get that to cover one of my cards. I want to be able to give it to someone and it says, it looks just like the replica so bad. I just like how much fear she instilled in everyone. The best one for me would be the Scarlet Witch when she was in her villain era. She was really fucking shit up. Yeah, like I agree. Heath Ledger would have been better if he had more movies, but he didn't. Yeah, but that's my whole point though. Is that that's what I'm saying. I don't know what we're considering is the not requirements, but like what are we grading on? What is the criteria here that we're grading on? Is it how the villain makes us feel, how the villain acted, how the villain, you know? Because I also like Ultron a lot. I think the guy who did Ultron was amazing, but I think his writing was bad, and that's not his fault. Bro, the background card was peak. It makes no sense, but it makes no sense who runs the bank. It's probably a Bruce Wayne bank, too. What am I missing? Pretty much everything I'm talking about how much of him he had. Pretty much everything. I'm talking how much of him he had. I mean, I get. See, that's, I don't know. I think you can. I think there can be greats. I don't know. I see. There's also Willem Dafoe who did I think is probably the best Green Goblin out there. I think I would even say he's probably better than Heath Ledger in my opinion. Even when he was fucking 65 years old, he put that shit on and fucking went ham in No Way Home. Who's the best live action Robin or Nightwing? Is there one? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Willem Dafoe's an absolute legend of an actor. Oh, 100%. I don't know, man. Because how many Robins have we had live action? You have the Batman and Robin from, obviously, the Schumacher movies. You have it from the Adam West movie. But we have, what else? What other live action are there other than Titans? With, I forgot his name, Thwaites or whatever. Brendan Thwaites, I thought he was okay. I know he also had Jason Todd in it as well. Green Goblin was iconic. Yeah, I think Tom would be the best Spider-Man after this movie or the next. Maybe we'll see. I wonder how this movie will do. I agree. I think this movie will cement him if he's the best or not. Can include show and movies, but I just don't know where there also are. Because like I said, I only know Titans with Nightwing / Robins, and then obviously Adam West Robin, and then the movie with the Batman and Robin movie. I'm not considering what they did in fucking Dark Knight Rises as Robin. You can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed? Yes. That's my point, though. I think Willem Dafoe, I don't know. I do love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Yeah. I really wish Tim Burton would have been able to finish his verse. But everyone got pussied out and was like, oh, it's too dark. The Dark Knight's too dark. No more. God, what am I missing here? I'm dawdling because I hear Definitely not Affleck's Robin. Oh, that's right. He fucking died, Affleck. I like Tim Burton, but he's a racist. Is he really? I didn't know that. God damn it. You find out new shit all the time. That's a bummer. Oops. Oh, there we go. Yes.
She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker. Someone killed Black Mask. But this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker?
No, people only say that because he made only white characters. Yeah, I did hear about that. Never understood why people said that.
An unknown shooter,
baby.
and an unknown assailant.
I fucking love that shit. God, we need to shoot Grifters in space with Hamas in a stupid axe. Yeah. Ah, man, I love Twitter though. It just sucks that it's become such shit. Twitter used to be the funnest place to fucking hear about shit. Now it's just terrible.
Well, the only way to do that would be
Someone is singing, playing music in the hallway outside my lab. Oh no. My top 5 videos. I just love him being like, he's all just got the spray paint green dye, or the spray green dye in his hair, the shitty makeup, and he's just like,
not a bad idea.
Joker, baby. That and Trumpet Guy? Oh man. Actually, you gotta join them for a duet. That's crazy. We need a oh yeah, I already read that. My bad, I missed that. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Going back to the Robin thing though, or Nightwing, I don't know. I would say the ones from Titans are probably gonna be your best bet. But like, I don't feel like they were that solid though either. So yeah. If Harley Catwoman offered you, how long are you lasting? God, I bet. Oh man. Oh, this is sound really bad. I feel that though. I feel like Harley Quinn probably is got a lot of shit going on up there that I don't want to touch. I'm just gonna be honest. You're telling me she was doing a guy who was insane? There's no way Joker was like, hold on, Harley, let me go grab my Magnum dong. You know, that wasn't happening. And you're telling me his acid-riddled wiener isn't gonna have some problems? I don't know, dog. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think I do. She definitely bounces on it psychoactively. Oh my lord. Or no, psychotically, not psychoactively. Psychotically? Oh my lord. I think I know Trumpet Guy. God, Smiling Friends being over is also such a bummer. Oh, yes! Yes. Oh, they did something with him with Oni, right? Was he something related with Oni? Oh my god, dude, I haven't thought about this guy in a long time. Was it something with Oniji? Yes? Okay. God, I haven't done shit with Oniji in so long. God, one of my favorite videos of them is when it's the, hopefully this is the right video. Isn't there one where, like, it's a Christmas one and the twins get taken to, or not the twins, the brothers get taken by Jesus and they keep trying, they're like, no, Jesus, no, put him down. And then all the people start throwing rocks at him. He's like, put him down, put him down. I think it's that one, right? Isn't that Oni? Oh, I hope so. Maybe I'm totally mixing this up. Oh, it's Psychic Pebbles. It's still, yeah, it's Oniji, but it's Psychic Pebbles. A Hellbender's Christmas is so fucking funny. I love that. That's how, yeah. Yep. Psychic Pebbles. God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, what did I miss? Harley Quinn is a licensed psychologist with a 4-year degree, too. I'm not saying, yeah, but she's also crazy. I can see, I have a fucking bachelor's degree, and I'm a fucking streamer. Well, we all have gone different life paths. Yes, dude. I mean, Kevin would be fine, though. So how long would you last with just her? Oh, brother. I don't know if we want to get into that shit. To be honest, I could probably last as long as I need to. Nothing. You have no talent. The Arkham Joker is now cannibal. Is a known cannibal. Oh no. Oh shit. Yeah, it's him in Second Bills. I'm so happy they got to make my friend Sue. I'm so sad it's gone. God, it's such a bummer. Now all we got is haha, you clowns. The wholesome, goofy ass show. What about Zatanna Black Canary? Oh man. God, I don't even know. I gotta think about that. Because I feel like Zatanna would do some magic shit and I'd be like, oh. There's this one video where it's a skit where the girl talks about how she would do some shit where like, oh god, it was something where like the dude would finish and then she would do some shit to it and shove it back in so he would technically never finish. And it was like some purgatory joke thing. It sounds terrible saying it out loud. This is something I saw years ago. I always remember her talking to me like, yeah, I would go like this, and it would just go shoop, and I would always laugh. Wonder Woman would crush me. It'd be like in The Boys in the first season, with the girl when she's on top of the dude's head. Ah, You Crimes is so incredible. I fucking love that show, dude. It's so goofy. He raised those boys right. He really raised those boys. Oh, Dad, you should do this. Oh, I get so many views. You should dance. No, I'm not dancing. I'm not doing it. But I get you so many views. I'm here to talk about the news. Wonder Woman would crush me. Yep. Everyone would send me Trigon, but it's worth it. Oh, no. I hate this shit with Raven and Beast Boy, though, because it always turns into some weird-ass shit. I hate it. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I am supposed to go this way. What the fuck? Oh, you want me to go back to the back end? That's fine, we can go back there. Cause I gotta end soon. I still gotta go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a longer stream though. Tomorrow will definitely be a longer stream. And we got tickets for Supergirl on Friday, so I'll be seeing that. Gonna get dinner, and then I'll do another long stream on Friday.
Home, sir. The concussion
He really did a great job raising those boys. Just picked up a Red Hood Outlaws comic, Starfire, in a picking and definitely game mode. Fuck yeah, dude. God, I just caught up with the new Batman run that's going on written by is it Matt Fraction and drawn by Jorge Jimenez? Am I supposed to go down here? Right, it's this, right? Yeah. There it is. Oh, Starfire in a bikini. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Jesus. Concussion detonator. Hell yeah. Let's see. Nope. What is this? Investing source of ignious transmission. Oh, please, on absolute pain. I know that's a hard one because doesn't steroids make your dick small? Doesn't it shrink your dick? Right? Isn't that the whole thing? And then like with women, it makes their clit huge. It's like it reverses it, right? Yeah, it does. Oh, it sounds like Lolly's talking from experience. So I feel like if Bane was going back and forth, there's no way homie's wiener's enlarging with it. So it's either staying small or it's getting smaller. That's my vibe. That's just my take on it.
You'll need to find a way to sneak in that won't attract
attention. What? No. What do you mean no? What do you mean?
Understood. Thanks.
What do you mean?
I should look for a more covert way to enter the building.
Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. I didn't realize there's so many fucking bombs. Holy shit.
We are engaged.
Ow! I think I was the weakest donk ever. Batman, Bane is built different, so it probably gets bigger. I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct. I don't know about that one, homie. Yeah, I'm back with you because I knew you've been pretty insecure ever since you started taking your daily dose of steroids. Jesus. That's not even remotely true. I mean, to be honest though, and that's the nice thing for me is that I don't take any substances. I don't even drink that much. Oh, jokes aside, Bane is the best villain. Homie got the brains and the brawn. Yeah, I think he's got a very cool, I think it would be a very cool thing where they were able to balance him and then give him like an affliction that makes it like that kind of nerfs him. I like that. What about Hulk? Wow, I don't know, because I think Hulk's probably gets bigger with him. I mean, they did show Thor in Thor Ragnarok, Hulk's wiener, and it wasn't like Thor went, oh, it's so tiny. So I think it probably engorges with him. What if they did Arkham game that was a what if and you play as Thomas Wayne? I don't think that could be a full Arkham game. I think that would be more of like a longer Arkham episode. If they were to ever do that, I just don't see it being a full game. Is Batman packing? I feel like Batman, I don't know. I would say I feel like Batman has to pack, but I don't know. I wish I was Thor in that moment. Jesus Christ. Alright, what else do I have to do? Is there anything? So I want to get into the building and then call it. That's going to be my plan. Have to at least say enemies with explosive gel? Not ideal. Can't do anything with that? Alright, that's cool. Can I tell you what I heard about Supergirl or no spoilers? Yes, if you want. I've also heard some stuff about Supergirl. Batman isn't at all. Batman isn't at all. Speaking from experience? What? Have you seen that comic Games with Thor sleeping? It's huge, and that's when he's westing. Yeah, but he's a Norse god. I feel like he gets a pass. I'm just saying. I'm a dip, brother. I'll try to be more active in the Discord. Great stream, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good night, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Seems like most people are not like it's real sad to hear. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. It very much sucks to hear that. But I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? Piece of shit.
Damn it! Start a grid search on my position. Yeah.
How did he hear you? He turned around right as I was about to get him.
Know what the hell this is? Just found one of his gadgets.
Fuck. Damn it, I thought they were gonna move. Guess they're not. Uh-oh. Why did I fall like that? What the fuck? Oh, great. Make your own opinion, though. It doesn't have to be trash to you. No. It's not that. I like... The thing is, I have to listen to some of these reviews because I can't go out to every movie that's coming out, right? Because it's too expensive. But I want to support theaters, so I have to kind of pick and choose what I watch. Now, anything superhero related, I'm always going to go see. There's been only 3 movies I decided not to see superhero-wise. Just because I didn't like the previous entries. You know, when it comes to Superman and superhero, I trust Angry Joe. Yeah, but he's also kind of a piece of shit.
This door's covered.
I'll watch the door.
It's Batman!
Oh, what the fuck? I thought you were gonna keep walking. That's on me, I guess.
Possible contact. Target.
I'm going in with an open mind. I think it'll be fun, but maybe not the best. I agree. be fair, I think that the superhero movie era is over. I wonder what the next type of movie is. Yeah, it sucks because I really wish DC would have been able to do a proper, I don't know, just a proper universe without it being fucking stupid. Definitely indie horror. He had a cowboy era spire and other things. Yeah.
This door's covered.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be more. I don't know. The only movies I didn't see in theaters was Shazam 1 and 2. I saw Shazam 1, didn't see Shazam 2, didn't see the Marvels, didn't see Black Widow. I guess it was 5. I also didn't see Eternals. Granted, some of those were during COVID, so I don't know if I can really consider that I didn't see them for, because I didn't want to see them. But especially Obsession Backwards, I think that'll start a train. Well, you also have Iron Lung that really started it. Iron Lung, Obsession, and Backrooms, all YouTubers making movies. Marvel's better than live action? Wait, what? DC's better than animations, Marvel's better than with live action, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, Marvel's been pretty rough these last few years. I mean, this year I think we finally are coming back to a proper quality, but I still don't think I don't know. Doomsday is really bothering me, man. But Doomsday I'm very nervous for. Shazam was one of the DC's better movies, though. And like Wonder Woman, yeah, Blue Beetle was also solid. I thought that was good. I don't think it was amazing, but it was good. I would very much like to see more. I miss the days when Marvel made peak animation, but we're on the right track with the X-Men 97 and Spidey. I haven't watched the new Spider-Man animated. Yeah, the thing is, DC's always been on top of the animation stuff. They've always been there. And I think when you have someone who really cares about the source material, they do well with live action. It's just unfortunate where it's just like one of my favorite DC movies, other than The Batman, is Watchmen. I love that movie. I think that's a solid adaptation of the comic. Which is also one of my favorite comics, is Watchmen. If you have to bring back Robert Downey Jr., it's over. See, that's my unfortunate feeling with that. Wolverine Hulk is such a gem. Oh, are you talking about the animation? Yeah. What am I missing? So when it comes to Marvel, right now with Doomsday, my thing that bothers me is that it feels like they fumbled the bag, and instead of just taking the punches with the bad actors and replacing them or recasting them, they decided just to go like this. And it was like, oh man, we had 10 years of build up to Infinity War and Endgame. We are now almost 10 years since then, and we have built up to a thing we were supposed to build up to. Unfortunately, had really bad movies behind it. But then the actor was a piece of shit who played Kang. So now instead of finishing Kang, we're going to divert and go to Doomsday with Robert Downey Jr.? Like, huh? I don't know. Oh, yes, the Wolverine versus Hulk. Yeah, I also liked when they did the Spider-Man and Daredevil one and the original Avengers they did. The 2 Avenger movies they did. And the Iron Man one with the original Mandarin. I hope that RDH is fake out or something else that is coming. I hope so. I still think DC animation is so much better than Marvel, and of course Marvel better live action. Yeah, as of right now, yes. I think I was really hoping that James Gunn would be able to properly how do I say this? I was hoping he would be able to properly make a cohesive universe. I've said this before, my whole thing I'm very scared of when it comes to the DCU is that we are not getting our heavy hitters. I don't think we should be sitting here doing all these weird little side characters before we get any of our big guys. Yeah, we got Superman, but what? Next was Supergirl? Like, what? Not saying that's a bad thing. It's just, where is Batman? Where's Wonder Woman? Where's the Flash? Where are these bigger characters that people know? I don't think anyone gives a fuck about Clayface. Now, Clayface is going to be cool. Don't get me wrong. Creature Commandos was cool, but I don't think people give a fuck about them. At least not the normies. You gotta be able to introduce the big characters and say you can do the big characters to be able to introduce the small characters, like with Guardians of the Galaxy and shit. Uh, if they bring him back, they might as well just bring back the whole squad. Well, they already announced that Captain America's coming back. So that Superman they did was good. No, I thought the first Superman movie is good. I think Superman was amazing. I love that movie. I think that was fantastic. And then let them win the battle of the power of friendship. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. RDJ was great, but if he has to carry the whole MCU, what's the point? Yes. And that's the thing is, and then even them killing him off was just such a weird fucking turn of events. I mean, I get why, but it's also just like, what do we do then? Like, Iron Man is such an integral part in the comics. Same with Reed Richards. Like, they're so integral into the comics. You can't just kill these characters off and go, exactly. Marvel's way more than just Iron Man. Yeah, but it's also, but Iron Man is also, again, a core part. Same with Captain America. And you even have Black Panther that got, fucked over. Not, it sounds bad to say that. Unfortunately, that franchise had to accelerate stuff and it didn't work. Shit, if we get there, just pump out Batman. That is the moneymaker. It always is going to be the moneymaker. James Gunn has been talking about Clayface and all this stuff. Man, Matt Reeves posts a still shot of the filming of Batman. Everyone's going nuts. Everyone's losing their mind. The new Spider-Man with Hulk does have me intrigued. Yep, I'm very excited to see what that's going to be like. They just wanted a deep set emotional plot point, and then after that, they realized they were fucked. Yeah, they need to focus on X-Men. We'll see. We'll see. That's another one that I'm very afraid of. I don't know. I just feel like I don't even know if the superhero era is over per se. I think it's just that people have fatigue because of I just think it's just like you're not having consistently good movies coming out. You're just constantly having like you have Marvel doing their thing, then you have DC where a lot of the people who like DC want that to succeed, but then those were all shit, or at least majority, not all of them, but majority were shit. Um, the guy making the new X-Men film is the guy that made Thunderbolts. Well, that's good. I did like Thunderbolts. And then not just Wolverine. Please, there are way more characters. Yes, James Marsden deserves his time in the suit. Yes, and we'll get that with Doomsday. We'll get that. But again, as I was saying earlier, Doomsday feels like it's a whole nostalgia bait thing. Get people their butts in seats to see the old X-Men, who are probably majority are gonna die. That's gonna be over. Fucking Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are fucking 800 years old. That's like if they let Henry Cavill do Superman and we know it would be good. Okay. That's an opinion. I think Henry Cavill was an okay Superman. I think he was a very okay Superman. Bowman gets his own film before he joins the actual team. Yeah. Yeah. Get Henry out of here. Yuck. I see Robin and who's your favorite comic book, Robin or Nightwing? That's hard. That's hard. I mean I'm always very I have Nightwing here and I have Robin here. And then behind it I'm trying to get this red bat symbol turned into a Red Hood bat symbol when I can. Yeah. I don't know. I think Henry Cavill was fine as Superman for that universe. I just don't think he was the best Superman we could have gotten. Nice. I love Nightwing. He's so easy, Dick Grayson. See, that's my thing. Is like I love Dick Grayson a lot. I think Jason Todd's cool, but like the whole edgy thing is just not. Maybe it's just because I'm older now, but the whole edgy thing is just kind of like, eh. I mean, cool. He's got that's a cool thing for him to go about and do. He's edgy. We gotta kill the criminals. Haha, look at that. We're gonna fall into our dark temptations and kill the criminals because we gotta get rid of the rot. But then you have Tim, and I'm like, and again, Tim's fine as well, but again, I don't think he has a lot of depth to him. In my opinion, I've always felt Dick was very well branched out. So, people voted to kill Jason Todd off. Wait, what? People voted to kill him off? I don't know anything about that. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, they did. What are we talking about? That's why he died in the comics in the first place. Oh, that was a whole voting thing. God, that must have happened before I was reading comics. Batgirl banging Batman was great. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's a weird one. I do remember that. I didn't know that in the 80s. Really, they had a vote and everyone voted for him to go. I didn't know they did that. That's some lore I've never heard of. That's crazy. Wow. Wow, dude. Interesting. Um, can't blame Batman though. She's hot as. Oh, it's such a weird thing to like. I don't know, man. It's just so weird. Because my baby could have been okay and well. That's why I was so pissed when I found out about that. I don't know, man. That's crazy. I didn't know they voted to kill him off. I thought that was just like a comic, like just one of those comic, like, uh, um, just like one of those decisions that comics that they make in the comics, and you're like, oh well, here we go. I did not think it was a voted thing. But again, from the little bit of Jason Todd stuff I've read, he's fucking annoying. Just like Damian Wayne, he's another one who I'd be fine with not like going away. Even now, like I was reading, I'm reading the new. I caught up on the new run of the Batman that's coming out right now, and like even his whole thing is like very. It's Batman reconciling with how to be a parent to Damian, which is cool, but like I don't know. Nope, could have been voted not to kill him and keep him. What could have been? The thing is though, this is what I will give the consolation this way. The idea that they had it where Jason Todd comes back and is kind of like an anti-hero, I think is cool. I think a trained anti-hero by Batman is kind of sick. You know? Rip my dick off. What do you want from me? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Yeah, I think it worked out great. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like if they would have planned to kill him off from the beginning without a vote, I think it would have worked out and been fine and worked out, you know? That's my opinion with all that. Because I also love Jason Todd's Red Hood aesthetic. I really do. I also love Dick Grayson's Nightwing's aesthetic. I don't know if I'm really a fan of the Red Robin aesthetic, but and then I love Tim is a Robin in the Arkham series with the staff and everything. I think that's fucking sick with the hood. That's awesome. So again, I don't know how I feel about Damian Wayne. I'm leaning to not liking him, but we'll see how much further they go with his storyline. Yeah, Tim Drake Arkham. Yeah, I think Tim Drake Arkham is awesome. I really do. Get there for my Robins. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think Tim Drake as a Robin is good. I really do. Yeah. I also liked the actor who played him in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. I just wish that those movies weren't so fucking goofy. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end there. I wanted to end a little bit sooner than this anyway. So I'm gonna end there. Tomorrow I'll be doing the same thing. First half is gonna be Dead by Daylight. Second half will be Batman Arkham. I will be going later though tomorrow because I'm off on Friday. So I'll probably do double the amount of stream I did today. Maybe a 5-hour stream tomorrow. So I want to try to do a decent amount of the event with Dead by Daylight. But I also want to try to get a little bit further in Batman. Because my hope is that by the end I'll finish all the Arkham games by the end of July to be able to play the Halo remaster when it comes out. So that's kind of like my timeline currently. So we'll see though. So yeah, other than that though, I appreciate everyone stopping by and hanging out and saying what's up. As always, hit me up in the Discord if you want to say some shit. But other than that though, have a good night, and I will hopefully talk to you all